US Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. To throw on the first play, McCarthy. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Throwing here, Howell. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Throwing is McCarthy. A check down here to Jones. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Howell. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And Howell will throw it. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Walker now on 1st and 10. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Out quickly here to Smith-Njigba. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. Howell. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there, laying himself out in the end zone. And the Seahawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Seahawk defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Derek Hall, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Second down and 4. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. And Walker once more. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
3rd and 4. Back to throw. Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Howell. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Howell down to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. DK Metcalf, and he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big, big yardage.
Back to throw. Howell. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he's into the clear. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Howell throwing again after the pick six. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Howell from the gun. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on side has got it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. McCarthy off the play fake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Jones has it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Here's 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 30. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They run again with Walker. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. This time they'll throw it with Howell. This is Fant on the short completion. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Howell. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And down he'll go at the 25. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
And a good tackle there right around the 30, stops him short of the 1st down. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the 1st down against our defense by that decision.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Jones. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here's McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To the air with McCarthy.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Now McCarthy.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Caught on the right side by Jones. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
3rd and goal, McCarthy.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone, and that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Throwing here, Howell.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. Nice. Start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the 1st half.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Now Howell.
This is caught.
And the Seahawks are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a poor one, especially given the new rules. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
That's going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had him for a second, but the razzle-dazzle will not work out. It's second down. Throwing is McCarthy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. McCarthy.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. That's complete. Right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within a point.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 65 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Walker once more, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Duvernay in motion.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy, flush to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Off the option, it's Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down and 3. Now he'll try to run with this.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Here is 3rd and 5.
An inside give to Jones. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Throwing after the interception. McCarthy.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
McCarthy going to throw again. That's down the field for Jefferson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Sticking with the pass. Here's McCarthy.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Up the middle, Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
McCarthy off the play fake.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Being chased at, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line.
Man, 188 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Walker with another carry.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
And Howe will throw it.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. There's Charbonnet once again.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll run the toss to Walker. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Toss left side for Walker.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that'll keep this a 22-point game. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Throwing again, McCarthy. That is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now McCarthy. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
To the air with McCarthy.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Howell going to go down to a knee, and that should just about wrap this up. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.